Drewski was pointing at. He was pointing at that, like, why are we going to church? And they're forcing you to steal, or they're forcing y'all to pay money. And now that we pay money, the pastor rolling around in these cars and stuff, it is crazy. But Unc breaks it down, and I wanted to be the person to react to it. Let's go ahead and get straight to it.
By the time you see it, it's too late. A lot of people don't know.
Okay.
It's the Lord.
I'm gonna break it down too. You know me, I'm gonna break it down. You feel me?
Now, Druski recently did a skit where he was mocking the church.
Oh, that ain't no skit.
It ain't no skit.
No, it's real. Listen, I'm gonna say this, right? When have you known a church to do something different than that? But listen, let me say this. Everybody is mad when you put their reality in their face. When they gotta look at it. Listen, when I gotta look.
That's a bar. Have you ever noticed, like, have you ever like got tired of arguing? And this happens like with family a lot. Like, have you ever got tired of arguing with like a parent, a sister, a sibling, brothers, sisters, uncles, nieces, aunties, all of the above? And instead of trying to argue, you just stop talking. But then they continue to talk, and the more and more they talk, the more and more matter they got. Like, have you ever like not argued with someone, and the more and more they talk, the more and more matter they got? Let me just rewind back to so what I just said. Keep that in your mind, and then listen to what he just said.
Right. When have you known a church to do something different than that? But listen, let me say this. Everybody is mad when you put their reality in their face.
What that mean, right? What that means is when you put their reality in their face, you don't argue back with them. You don't engage in what they say. And when you don't engage in what they say, they're deliberately putting their internal feelings outwards. So in terms of them putting their reality back in their face, all they can see is exactly what they're saying. That's putting their reality back in their face. It's like I'm talking shit to you and you're not talking shit back to me. So I'm putting all my feelings, all my reality, all my consciousness, all what I think I know into the reality. But if you're not arguing back with me, it's only all I can see is me. And that's what gets them even madder, because all they see is themselves.
When they gotta look at it. Listen, when I gotta look at who I am and make me mad, when you mirror me and make me mad, listen, the only thing that kill people right now is silence. You know why?
What I just tell you, when you quiet, it look, just watch.
Why is that?
Because it mirror. Right? So every time somebody see themselves, it automatically make them frustrated. Right? You notice that? Because if you be silent, they say this, right? If you smack somebody, silent to them, it gives the same effect to the human brain. A lot of people don't know. Right? So what Druski doing, he's showing a reality that everybody been playing with for a long time. It's time to stop playing fuck the church. Listen, only time you've seen...
Look, chat, I'm not saying F the church. Not saying that. But what I am saying, because I think it's a balance to life. So as good as the church can bring, it's just as bad as the church can bring. So just because someone might find glory and find themselves within inside of the church, don't mean that that same opposite isn't being shown and being produced within inside of the church as well. There's a balance between everything. You can't take out this amount of good and not get this amount of bad. Like, it's like you can rob a bank, right? But don't expect, just because you can live the glorious life after robbing a bank, don't mean that on the other side of that you can live the life that you don't want to live. You get what I'm saying? Like, it's like, don't expect the other side of the sword not to show itself when it's there. Like, that's just how it works. So I'm not saying F the church, because people can find themselves within inside of the church, but a lot of people within inside the church go outside themselves. So yeah,
Jesus in the church when he was kicking over the tables. Listen, I'm not gonna say fuck the church.
Nigga, you just said that. You just said that, gang.
Because the church, beautiful, right?
It is. That's what I was saying. Like it's a double-edged sword.
We love the church, right? But the church is possessed. Remember I told you about possessions, right? The church is possessed by the demons. Church. That's why all the hoes got that good white pussy in the church.
That's besides the point. That's besides the point.
I'm keeping it real. Listen, I'm gonna say this right. Everybody know this. Listen, and I don't want to sound like I hate the church. I love the church. My grandma was a pastor, and I love my grandma.
Aww.
And I love the church.
Aww.
I love good old Sunday morning.
Aww.
And I love Easter. And I love Christmas. But I don't love a fucking lie.
Man.
Right?
Man.
All of them was rituals. It was another man's idea. And how can I develop my brain if all my concepts came from another man's idea?
That's a bar. I don't know if y'all understand this or not, and don't like look at this man and be like, oh, he looks like this, he looks like that. Like I can't learn from him because he looks like this and he look like I look like me. You can't learn from me. Like you look like you. Can we not learn from you? You get what I'm saying? Basically what he's saying is that just like everybody has their own concepts and understandings, just because I can understand this guy a certain way don't mean that you can't understand him your own way. So just because I have my own ideas upon him don't mean that you can't have your own ideas upon him. And that's what he's saying. Like a lot of people take the understanding of someone else's idea. It's like if you come to my video and take my idea of this person and live with it for the rest of your life, and then you tell your kids, hey, because I thought this way, and you learned from my idea, that now you're teaching your kids my idea, and then now your kids is teaching their kids my idea. It's like now it's like who? It's like am I your God? Am I running the world? And he's saying a lot of stuff is man-made. So just do your research. What's man-made, what's not, because what's man-made is a man idea.
Right? But the idea is that I hold on to his ideas until I die. And the moment I die, I realize what I should have realized before I died, that I only had me. Right? And that be the part that a lot of people can't understand. And that be the part that a lot of us don't want to understand. Because who the fuck want to be alone? Listen, I'm going to say this.
Man.
Cure for everybody in the world to be healthy, to be well,
to be wealthy. Oh, bro, he rhyming. It just makes sense. It's a rhythm. I caught the rhythm. I knew he was gonna say that shit.
But to do it, it takes 40 days and 40 nights.
I ain't know that.
Wilderness. Who the fuck can do that?
Now, when you speak about the 40 days and the 40 nights,
yeah,
it comes to mind what happened with Noah's Ark. Do you think that that was an allegory for a metaphor for being alone so that way he was able to find himself? Or do you think he literally went through?
Oh, no. God can't tell you. He got to show you. Listen, he showed you, but then people, days, how long did it last? And then they recorded. And then after everybody recorded, like, damn, it takes 40 days. Because everybody did it. Or 40 years. Somebody was in the wilderness for 40 years. But it's always 40, right? But listen, let me say this, right? That's what we do, right?
40 minutes. Bro, it's a lot of things that I've learned about myself within 40 days, 40 months, 40 nights. I don't know really about this 40 sequence, but what I do know is that it can come just like that. but it might be just like that to you. But that just like that is because it's changing your perspective. So one day you believe this idea until you see that this idea isn't what you want. So you have to figure out how to get what you want. Because the only way you can get what you want is to figure out how you can get what you want and then become what you want so you can get what you want. You can want something all day long. You can want money all day long. You can get a job and that still not be the you can get money. Like you can get money and then once you get money from the job you realize this ain't what I wanted. I wanted money, but I guess it's a certain amount of money that I want. Oh, I guess it's a certain amount of money that I want to be making every month. Oh, I guess it's a certain amount of, like, you start realizing once you get what you think you want, it's not exactly what you want because you have to be specific. And every sequence is like something to get you further along to what you want. And I think that's just what he's trying to say.
And that's what it's good to do. That's how the 40 come in different shapes and different sizes you don't understand till it's that moment.
That's crazy. That's what I just said. I just said that. I was just like, you don't understand, you don't know until you realize you don't want it. Once you realize you don't want it, then it happens just like that. It's because it's just that's how it works.
Good to hold on to no idea. As you don't understand till it's that moment. That's why it's not good to hold on to no idea. Because now you can see the beauty of that 40 days, even in 40 years. Right? Because you're going to see they both are 4 and 0, and then time doesn't exist. Right? So
time don't exist. Bro, I need to react to a video of mine saying time don't exist. I literally will react to a video of mine. I literally have a video on my main channel talking about how time is weird, and I should react to that video because that video is great.
Always just a sign. Everything is a sign of symbols for the conscious mind, but the problem is nobody is conscious. Nobody in the world is conscious. Everybody
you got me fucked up, nigga. I'm conscious, nigga.
I'm dead. Jesus said that the dead bury the dead. That's how you know. Everybody dead. Sad, but it's true.
Nah, so where do you think sentience lies in this if no one has a consciousness?
Oh, I didn't say nobody has a consciousness. Nobody using it. Listen.
That's real though. If you was using your consciousness, you would be exactly where you want to be because you will understand there's no such thing as wrong or right in terms of what you perceive internally, depending on what you want. Let me rephrase that. Depending on what you want depends on your right and wrong. So if you want $1 billion, you're not going to spend all your money because that's wrong. How you going to get $1 billion if you spending all your money before you can get $1 billion? Do your homework. Now, in terms of conscious and everyone using their conscious, once you realize that, damn, okay, I want $1 billion. How can I get $1 billion? That's using your consciousness. Now, understanding everything that's keeping you away from $1 billion, that's not bad. That's good. A lot of people think, oh my God, I keep on spending. You think because you can't save a check, that's bad. You think inside your head, I'm working a job, I want $1,000, but every single time I get a check, I spend my money. That's bad. It's not bad. It's good. It's good that you do that so you know what not to do and the things not to do to get you closer to what you want. In order for you to get what you want, you have to become what you want. In order to become what you want, you have to figure out what is bad or good that is keeping you away from what you want to do the opposite. Because there's a balance. Now, if you do the complete, now you got to also balance yourself out, but that's up to you to judge. Let's just go ahead and see what he's talking about, though.
Let me tell you this, right? Oh,
right.
I didn't say nobody has a consciousness.
What you gonna tell me?
Nobody using it. Listen, let me tell you this, right? Did you know that I had a friend, good friend of mine. He died when he was 35.
Damn, that's young.
But I seen him every day, but I ain't really seen him since he was 10. When he was 10 years old, he was watching something. I won't say what it is. I don't want nobody else to watch it. The moment he watched it, Something went through his eyes. When it went through his eyes, it hijacked his body. He was never him from that day.
Damn.
But moments before, and listen, you look this up, they'll tell you this. You know, people say, hey, before he died, he was acting different. It's like it wasn't even him. He looked different. No, you got confused. It wasn't him the whole time. Before he died, he came back because the soul leave the body 2 days before it tricked you into death. Like you already know you go.
Wait,
Let me
what?
go
Wait, say that
before
again.
he died, he was acting different. It's like it wasn't even him. He looked different.
Wait, let's go back a little bit more.
He was never him from that day.
So he was 10 years old, he watched something, and then from there, he was not himself no more.
But moments before, and listen, you look this up, they'll tell you this. You know, people say, hey, before he died, he was acting different. It's like it wasn't even him. He looked different.
Yeah.
No, you got confused. It wasn't him the whole time. Before he died, he came back because the soul leave the body 2 days before it tricked you into death.
You know what's so crazy is that my mom passed away. Now, it's so crazy because my mom passed away, but while she was in the hospital bed, her physical looked like her, right? And it's so crazy because her physical really didn't look like her. So, although you take on the perception of this body, right? And what he's saying is 2 days before you decide that you want to die, you aren't that same person no more. So you act different, you look different, you perceive the world different, blah, blah, blah. I would say this was way before 2 days, my mom passing away. Probably like a week, 2 weeks. She was on, I think, like Life Alert or something like that. She had tubes, life support. She had tubes and stuff in her mouth. It was crazy image, but you know, still my mom. Now, what I'm trying to say is that even though it was still my mom, it didn't feel like, it looked like she was there, but the feeling of her wasn't there. Have y'all ever had like a moment in the bed or a moment in the house? Have you ever woke up one morning and you wake up and you're like, the house too quiet, nobody's home? Have you ever can you sense when you first wake up that nobody's home? That's because you can read energy. That's because you know, you just know. That's because you're alive. And because you're alive, you can perceive other people's energy, regardless of if you're there right in front of them or not. Like just like cats, dogs, animals, a dog can know exactly where you are in the woods. A dog can smell you out. A dog can see you. A dog can hear you. A dog can feel you. But they don't got to be right there near you. It's the same thing. Like you have the same abilities, you're just not aware of it. And it's the same thing when it came to my mom. Like I can see her there, but her energy wasn't there. And I think that's what he's trying to say. Like the soul, like it's just not there. Like I don't know how to fully explain it, but it is crazy. Like it's a crazy experience to be able to experience someone right in front of you, and within inside of them, you don't sense them because they're not there. They can be alive. People can be alive, and you will feel a hint that they're there, with inside of them, but because they don't know who they are, they can't bring that energy up out them. So they're just walking around like zombies. It's crazy, bro.
Like you already know you gone. And then you come back. That's why I say people always get to change it before they die. He just started being real good before he died. He just started doing that. Because once they know they tricked you into a hole, on to the next person. So everybody possessed. And the sad part about it is, you never know who it is. It could be the same person. It could be me. I can be here talking to you right now. I can leave and come back a different person in the same body. And you won't know it till the gun come out.
Bro, that's so real, bro. That's so real. Like, have you ever like loved a family member to death, but they just flip on you? Like you don't even like, you would think this is the same person until they flip on you. And then now you can't forget what they did. You can forgive, but you can't forget, because now you'll think, damn, I really know this person's true colors. Damn, I really know who this person is. But in reality, it's just because they don't know who they are. So they're being, and as he says, possessed. But I would say because they don't know who they are, they're taking on different shapes and sizes within inside of their own reality that portrays different parts of them. When you know who you are, you don't allow emotions, or you don't allow certain things outside of you to take control of who you are, because you understand who you are. Now, to allow them to be felt is, you can feel your emotions, you can feel what other people are saying, but to jump off a bridge because somebody else jumped off the bridge, are you going to do that? Like, let's be real. Like, so to understand who you are is to understand who everyone else is. And it get real, bro. Damn,
Now,
his
is
mic
this a
cut out.
form of astral projection, or is just
Listen, I don't think you
He
understand.
said
Astral
it's a form
projection
of
and possession is two different things.
They
Everybody
are.
can do both, right? But
Yeah.
everybody in the world is possessed. I'm gonna tell you this, right? You ever gave somebody something, that was mad, and then they start feeling love, their whole mood just changed.
Oh
They
God.
possessed.
Oh
As
God.
soon as you hand it to them, they possess. You ever made somebody, did somebody get really mad, angry, they possess. Both feelings, they both possess. The only way you know a person is not possessed when they always the same, right? If you give them something, thank you, appreciate it. You make them mad, thank you, appreciate it. They not possessed. And listen, possession is having control of your emotions. That means you're not possessed. When you lose control of your emotions, like we were saying earlier, when you don't align them and you let them control you, you're not possessed. Who in the world not moving off their feelings? Everybody in the world,
Man.
that's how I feel. So everybody in the world possessed.
Man. He ain't lying, bruh. He ain't
A lot of
lying.
people don't know.
I don't. Okay, so just like, I don't know if y'all are really understanding or following, but everyone has emotions. I'm not saying that you're not supposed to feel them. I'm not saying that you're not supposed to feel everyone outside of you, because there's a balance. Just like how you supposed to feel who you are within inside, you're also supposed to feel who you are within the outside. Outside of you, just not it's just not supposed to take full control of you. To understand things that's outside of you is to understand that you can heighten who you are within the inside, but everything outside of you is not good for you on the inside. It's like I said, if you jump off the bridge, is that good for you? And on the inside, is that carrying on who you are supposed to be, or is that ending who you are supposed to be? It's the same thing. If you are trying to, like, you have to love yourself, and it's a balance. Um, and when you let things on the outside take control of you, that's not you. Because you can be mad and say everything that you feel like when you're mad, and then 30 minutes later not be mad and feel like you need to apologize. Why you even say it to begin with?
That's what's deep about it, right? And it's just part of the human brain that's sad but true, right? Because like a lot of people that's living nowadays don't know that they possess, right? Because they had their memories. You still have your memories, but you don't have control of your body, right? People do say, I don't know why I did that. Because their reaction time is slow. Because you kick in too slow. Because you are fully possessed. A lot of people, it don't kick in.
Damn. Chat. That was a good informational video, and I hope y'all took some things from that video. And hopefully y'all understood what I was talking about. More videos like this to come, and I'm gonna do all my other reactions as well. Of course, I'm gonna still be me. I'm gonna still react, but I'm gonna fit in here and there some videos, because he speak wisdom. I love y'all. I'm out.